This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. And let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. So if I sound funny today, I have a cold, but I even a cold could not stop me from coming up in here tonight because my home girl is going to stop by. She's hanging out. She's sitting down with us. She's been on once before, and since that time, a whole lot has happened, okay? And she's also getting ready to drop a new CD. So we want to hear all about it. We want to make sure that we support and just give her flowers, okay? Because, and I'm going to tell this story, Michonne. I see you sitting back there. I'm going to tell this story, all right? Because I think I'm the one who just made sure that she just went on and did her thing. Okay, I'm gonna tell the story. So my sister, I mean, we met up at the mall in our hometown, our home state, Indiana, and she was down. She was talking about she wasn't gonna do it. She was done. Now she had already, she's performed. She's opened up for CC Winans. You know what I'm saying? She's done so much, but she just wasn't feeling it. And I said, girl, you better do this, all right? Because if you don't do it, I'm gonna find somebody else and let them lip sync over your music, okay? And you know what? She did it. Hey, Marcy, she did it better than I ever. No, I'm not gonna say I ever thought. She did it like I thought and beyond. Okay.
Okay.
We are talking about Michonne Young. I got a cold, y'all, but I'm gonna get through this.
Right.
She is a superstar, not only here but overseas as well. She's won many awards. She's just fantastic. That's my sister. I don't care. Blood couldn't make us no close. Okay, y'all say what's up to my girl Michonne Young. What's up?
Hey, brother, how are you?
Hi, Michonne. How are you?
I am well. How are you, Queen?
Great.
Man, you better tell them that story. Tell them I ain't lying.
You know what? You're not lying. When we actually had a good brother sister talk, I remember that night like it was yesterday, and I don't know if it was so much that I had given up. I think it was not sure what direction I wanted to take, Right. And so you were given some words of wisdom, and that really sunk in that night. So yes, a lot of what I'm doing now is attributed to my brother and my friend.
Lord,
my you know what, she and I say that, man, but you know what, the thing is, the talent was her, period. Okay, I mean, and I was trying to dig up the CD. I still have that CD that you gave me today.
Wow.
I have it, and I don't have it with me because I'm always going. But I said, you know what? She has done so much so fast. Even though it's been a while, it's so fast because you immediately hit. So again, welcome to the show, my sister. There's Mo B.
What's up?
Hey, Mo B.
What's happening?
I
So,
love your
so
music.
I do too.
Thank
I was
you.
listening, and all I can hear, it's like a combination of
mm-mm,
Phyllis Hyman
mm-mm,
and Anita Baker.
it's a combination of Michonne Young.
No, I'm talking about that type of flavor where I love both of them and I love you as well. But that's what it was like. I'm hearing that type of old school music versus I'm gonna say a lot of the crap that's coming out now. It's easy listening. It's like jazz and rhythm and blues. It's I love it.
You know what
That's
it
all I
is?
can
You know
say.
what it is, Marcy?
It's
You know,
fantastic.
it's fantastic. It is that. But she made her own lane. Keep doing what
Right.
Yeah.
she's doing.
I
Absolutely.
appreciate that. I so
Hmm.
appreciate that. And Queens, the two that you mentioned,
Hmm.
I'll take that any day. I mean, just to even be in the
Which
same
one? Come
sentence
on, tell us which
as
one.
either
Both.
one of them, quite
Yes.
honestly, just to be in the same sentence as those ladies is
Mhm,
amazing to me. So I'm honored
mhm,
to even be considered in the same slight, vein as them.
mhm.
So I thank you for saying that. Thank you.
You know what
Well,
And
I, I
it is her own
I
lane. But what
enjoy.
I'm saying is like that flavor where it's like wow, like way it's way up here. It's not again a lot of that crappy music that we're hearing now, and I believe that that can go for all different genres, not just for the older crowd, but for the younger crowds as well. Because I'm around some teenagers. I have teenagers as grandkids, and they listen to a lot of the older music. And this is something that I truly believe that they would love to listen to. And it's love music. It's not about this is what I want from you, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and twerk it and drop it like it's hot, or it's not any of that either.
but
So
see,
I
I really
here's the
like
thing,
the music.
brother. Here's the thing.
Uh,
We could, when she first started out there, yeah, everybody was saying,
Mhm,
"Oh, she sounds like Anita Baker. She sounds like Phyllis Hyman." Okay, but to get to a point where now she has her own
mhm,
identity,
mhm.
people don't say she sounds like. I mean, it's her now. Now
No, it
people
reminds me
sound
of
like
that
Michonne
flavor.
Young. People are
Mhm,
saying people sound like Michonne Young now. You know what I mean?
mhm,
So I mean, we're giving you all these accolades. Okay, go ahead, Mo.
mhm,
my whole thing is that I mean when you're looking at the stage presence and the people that's up there playing with you, they feeling it, so that
mhm.
transmits to the audience. They feeling what they doing with you on stage. I'm like, man, this right here is way different. Usually, they do their thing, they walk off stage. Now this right here, whoo, I like it a lot, sis. And I
That
say a
that
lot.
means so much. I mean, honest to goodness, I think that means more than anything because it's more than just singing for me. I know it,
Yeah,
it sounds corny in this day and age, but
no,
really, when I got the call to just talk about love in a different kind of way,
Mhm,
I'm a church girl, so grew up, born and raised, and in
well,
fact, my first project was a gospel project, and I purposely released it. I knew I wasn't going to be a gospel artist,
mhm.
but I knew that my first professional anything had to be gospel because I was just paying homage. Um,
soul
to
day.
and that's what I chose to do, and I try to stay in that vein of just love, in a positive way. A lot of
Mhm.
people ask me, how come you don't do the breakup songs, or how come you don't, in fact, real quick, we were approached by a label, and this was a few years when I first started, actually a few years back, and they wanted me to do primarily um, songs that just didn't sit well with me. And so we people say you missed out on an opportunity, and I say no.
They missed out on the
I
opportunity.
stuck with, yeah. I wanted to stick with what I believe was placed in my heart in the way that it was placed. So thank you for just even
Mm.
acknowledging that I stay in that particular vein, and that's where I plan on staying.
Well, I
And that,
mean, again, that transmission of what you feeling about that music and the words that you're saying comes across so crystal clear, and
Mhm.
exactly, yeah, and that is hard to do. There's a lot of artists that can sing a song verbatim from a sheet of paper, you know, and you know that not physically, but you know they done read the piece of paper and they're trying to put some feeling into it. You know what I mean? I done had some artists that, you know, you put an awesome song in front of them, they goof it up by, you know, trying to do some, you know, add some of their little stuff with it from they heard from somebody else.
Little
And
runs and all that they can't do.
and you can tell, you know what I mean? But again, what I really liked about that is that enjoyed about the pieces that I saw, the little pieces that I saw, which makes a successful artist to me is you got it 110% that you are transmitting what you want to transmit to the audience, and that is that song. That's hard to do.
It's natural. It's what she feels. Okay, and, you know, again, to echo what you guys saying, it's rare to hear that coming out now.
Yep.
And she's genuine, and I'm not just saying this because we love her like that. Okay, I'm just saying that because
you love her like that. I do.
You know how we listen to music. You know how we do this. Okay, and a lot of people can't appreciate pure singers because everything's sampled out there. Everything's out there different now. So, Michelle, I applaud you for staying true to what you believe in and who you are, and to what we like. You know, I mean, as we get older, we want to peace out. We want to calm down a little bit. Okay, you know, when she came out with something, I was like, hey.
Why you two show myself like that? Where you get that from? Is that what it made you feel like?
I was doing my outro. Leave me alone. All right. Anyway, Michelle, you know, it's great to see where you're at now, but you know, it wasn't always easy for you. You know, you want to tell us a little bit about some of the distractions?
And you know, when I first started out, I was still working heavily, you know, in human resources. And that was what I had planned on doing until I retired. You know, I really did not think I was going to do something professional in the music realm. But it's been a challenge when, as an indie artist, you are really doing everything, you know, from and people think I have a big team with me, but the team is me and my husband. And
Jerry, where you at, boy?
Jerry, he's actually getting me some dinner. I'm just getting home literally 10 minutes before.
He's a cool dude if he's doing that. He's cool.
He is so wonderful. He is my ace for real. And I try to, now let me just say this. I do make sure that he's taken care of. This singing, he's got to put aside. I take care of husband. I make sure he's good.
Like my
but
wife
today
said,
he's taking care of me.
my wife said, that's my home.
Yeah. So Jerry and I, it's just been nothing short of God's grace and mercy to go from, I remember us starting at ground zero, where he was literally trying to get DJs to play Something About You, going from in the wintertime, he was going from club to club, buying drinks for people who sometimes played it, sometimes didn't. And literally it was out of the trunk of the car. And so when I look at, you know, one view of Something About You that at like almost 6 million, you know, views, I remember when that struggle of just trying to get people to notice you, you know, and to hear. And then when you're trying to promote love and positive, you know, everybody doesn't always gravitate to positive side of anything, you know. So that was challenging, but I told my husband, I can't change, or I can't alter what God has given me and how he's given it to me just to suit, you know, what other people think would be more, you know, monetary, you know, have more monetary value, you know, to something else. And I'm glad I did, because I sleep well at night, you know, I sleep well knowing that that's important. That's so important to me. It's so much more important than anything else. Peace, you know, and I'm at peace with what I'm doing and how God has given me to do it. And whatever hearts it reaches, it's supposed to. And those that don't, you know, well, Lord, it's in your hands. But this is how it's given to me, and this is how I present it. And I'm thankful, so thankful that it's been received. So yeah, it's been quite a journey.
So since she being nice, okay, those that like it, okay, whatever. No, those that don't like it, or those that didn't listen to it, what the hell wrong with y'all? All right, y'all missing out. Y'all missing out.
what I do believe is everything ain't for everybody, you know. And one thing we have to get accustomed to in this crazy world is having a different of opinions. You know,
Yeah, and being able to
I
live with it.
may
Yeah.
and live with it, right?
That,
You know, I might like
exactly.
tomatoes, you might like cucumbers. They both good, you know, but
Thank you.
it's different. You know, it's
Yeah.
different.
I'm not
So
twisted up because you don't like whatever. You know,
right,
I'm not
right,
twisted up. A lot
right.
of people get twisted up. You know, why you got that beard, Negro? Because I'm older and I like the way it looks. I like it's for me.
And
You
your
know,
wife likes it.
and
And
my
your
wife
wife likes
loves it.
it.
She
How
loves
about
Don't
it.
trip
that?
So
on that.
That's
Don't
important.
trip on that. Because Michonne likes that salt and pepper. Okay,
I
she.
do like the salt and pepper.
It's
It's
nice.
already cool. That's what
Yeah.
it's ice. It's
I
called
remember
ice.
Jerry. I remember Jerry when he was getting his going. Okay, he had the salt and pepper, and you wrote a song about that too, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
When
Yeah.
he first started, when I first met Jerry, he was still trying to. I'm telling his business now. Don't you tell him. But he was
Wait till you
trying
come
to
with that
still
food.
mess around with the Just for Men. He was still, you know, he was into. And I said, you know, King, your wisdom is all in here. I said, let me see more
mm.
of
Hold
that.
on. Hold
Let me
on.
see more of that. And he did. And then he found that he said, you know, I actually look kind of good with this. I said, I'm telling you.
Because the
So
queen
yeah.
told. Because the queen told him.
I
At the
think
end
a
of
lot of women appreciate that salt and pepper, don't
Oh,
you?
it's yes. Mm-hmm.
I
mine,
think we
mine
do.
is finally coming in, Michonne. It's finally coming in. Okay,
I
after all
see
this
you,
time,
Greg. I
finally
see you.
coming. It's finally coming. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Everybody
Hey,
thought I was.
Michelle, say that again. Say that again. What you said about salt and pepper beards.
Everybody thought I was doing the just for men, but I wasn't. It just wouldn't go all the way. So I just said, you know what? Let me cut it all off. Just like I cut all my hair off too. So now it's I'm ready. But you know, it ain't about me and my salt and pepper. It's about Michonne Young, y'all. All right. So you're into your what is it? The third album now?
No, this is actually the fifth
Fifth.
R&B album, and then of course with the first gospel project. So this is really my sixth album, but this is the fifth R&B, and that's what we're celebrating this week. Actually, in Gary, we'll be celebrating just the catalog that I've been blessed with over the past several years. I started in 2016, I think. That's when Something About You was released, and
Right.
we've been releasing a single or an album every year since.
So
And a lot of
are
people
we
can't
going?
do that.
Is this what Gina's talk about? Distinguished Authors Guild.
Now, Michonne is very busy. She look. Let me explain this. All right. So even though y'all, you know, Michonne, she's from Gary. She lives in Detroit. Yes, sir. But she charts heavy over in the UK. Okay, heavy in the
I
UK.
I kind of
So
figured that. Yeah.
we cannot hold her down. Like the last time she was supposed to be on here. You know, I got a lot of inbox saying, "Well, Greg, you said Michonne was coming on. She ain't on. What happened?" Okay, we ain't gonna tell what happened, Michonne. We're not gonna tell what happened. But you know, my thing is, I know that I can count on my sister. I know, regardless. All right, she's a person who, if she says it, she's gonna do it. If something else comes up, she lets me know. Okay, so for all of those people, okay, there's Michonne right there, and yes, that's and I do know Michonne. But she can't do everything. Okay, so we talk
Yeah.
about the distinct other skills. She can't do everything. So, Michonne, it's
That
in
would be a
November.
blessing on the whole city right there.
Yeah, it would.
Man,
It's
that
in
would be a
November.
blessing.
Gina,
But you
Gina
know,
would love it. You know, I understand. Okay,
Yeah.
I understand. So when you're making your music and when you're writing your music, what drives you? What do you really? I mean, when you're making it, what do you think about, or how? What's your process? I'll put it like that for making your music.
Why would you ask that question? That did you just see me put question up there? That was my question. That's weird. Get out of my brain. Get out of my brain.
You
It
know,
just said like
I honest to goodness, it's sometimes it's personal experiences. A lot of times it's personal experiences. Then a lot of times it's telling the story of others that I've observed, and I just put it into song form. But I've been kind of writing that way since I was a youngster. You know, when I was in junior high, I was writing songs that were pretty mature for that age. and I really was talking a lot about just what I would see going on in relationships in my family, whether it was divorces or whatever. I was writing those kind of lyrics then.
Mm.
And then as I got older, when I started experiencing life, when life was lifing, I started writing about things that I would go through, things that I would say to encourage myself, and I would just put melodies. I am not professionally trained in terms of any uh, instrument. I play a little piano, but not a lot. But what I hear are melodies. I hear melodies. When I hear a song, I hear everything. I hear the
Hmm.
backgrounds. I hear how every chord is supposed to go, and then I
That's
just
the
go
range.
and it's really sometimes mind blowing to me, because I couldn't go and play what I'm hearing, but I hear it, and my husband executes it exactly how I hear it. When I tell him this is how it should go, this is how it should be structured. But lyrically, a lot of it really comes from what I've experienced and what I see. And then I try to write what I think people, mature people, want to hear. As you get older, you should, what you used to say, what you used to do, it should be changing, right? And what you're talking about in your 20s is not what you're going to be talking about in your 40s and 50s and so forth.
That's right.
So I try to keep the lyrics pretty much to where I am, where I think a number of people in my age bracket still are. I think there's a lot of folks that are forgotten in our age bracket. That we don't want to listen to all the other stuff that's out there, but we also aren't trying to hear a lot of the old school all the time.
Right.
Right.
So I try to find a way to, as my husband says, that he says, I consider your music to be, grown class, um, for
Mm-hmm.
grown people, in a classy way, in a jazzy way. However it comes out
Yes.
is how I lay it. So that's the formula, I guess. It's not really just it's a feeling thing, Greg. I guess it's just a
Mm.
feeling thing.
I get it. Marcy, was that your question? You got something else?
No, no. That my question was, what was her creative process? But I have another one. So, if you can sit down and have someone mentor you or be with you for like a month, and then sit down and have dinner, someone in the music industry, alive or gone on,
That would
who
be
would
me,
that
Marcy.
person, who would that who would that person be? See, everybody laughed
Hilarious.
at you. Yep. Okay. With you.
Look, Negro. I'm gonna have to stop and then come back on because my camera's acting a donkey.
Okay.
Okay.
Y-
So who would
I
that person
Who
be,
would that be? I think
and why?
Marvin Gaye
Yes,
Uh-oh.
sir.
is one, definitely, and also I think like Sam Cooke, those people
Mm.
from those era, they were storytellers.
Yeah.
All of the crooners back in the day told stories musically. They drew you in. With how they delivered, not only what they said, but how they delivered. But I would think it would be folks from back in that era, Nat King Cole. I
Ooh.
mean,
Yeah.
Sarah
60s.
Sarah Vaughan,
Oh.
Natalie Cole,
Mm.
all Minnie Riperton, all the
Man,
people that had distinctive vocals and really
Yes.
made you feel as though you were right there with them. They were speaking to you, musically.
Mm.
I'd love to be able just talk and sit and, especially Marvin Gaye, because he was
ah,
just a phenomenal talent. And seeing him live, I never got a chance to see him live,
Mm.
but man, that I can just imagine, just the feeling, of how he delivered consistently.
You
Mm.
know who I could see you with, singing with, and I would love if it could have happened before he died. Donny Hathaway.
Oh,
mm,
Oh,
I
whoa.
oh,
I could
man,
see you doing
I
something
can
oh,
see that. I can see that.
yeah.
Donny
Man.
Hathaway and Roberta Flack
and Roberta
stayed.
Flack. Ooh,
Oh my gosh. They as a duo, and him definitely by himself, but I listened to them so much when I was growing up, so much. They were
Mm.
favorites of my mom. Donny Hathaway actually
Man.
every weekend, he was played in my house. He was played in our house growing up.
See it,
You know,
I could see it. I would, I would, if I could do it, I would find that song that he did with Roberta Flack,
Mm.
and
which one?
the one with not the fast one, the closer I get to you.
Yeah.
And if I could mix the two, get the black and white or the footage, and then have you doing the Roberta Flack part and put it together, that would be.
My Natalie Cole did with her dad.
Wow.
Yeah, like that. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yes.
So,
Hey everybody! Look, I could not let
Hello.
day go by without getting on here with me, Sean.
I'm saying.
Y'all know I'm not even home,
So-
y'all. I'm out and about, like I'm in a public place. And I had to jump off. How you doing,
How
Queen?
you doing? I am wonderful,
good.
beautiful. How are you?
I am awesome.
you
Good
got
to
some
see
art
you.
in the background.
You
Yeah,
too.
I like the.
But hey, I can see that, Michon, and I think that now at the level of professionalism that you are right now, you could really sing with anyone, anybody, and probably overshadow them. Stevie Wonder, like that.
Another
Your name is
great.
now out there with those.
Martin Luther.
He's still here, man. You shoot, man.
Oh,
Hey.
Luther. Oh, I forgot about Luther. Oh my gosh, Luther Vandross. Oh, just to be a background singer, I would have just
Girl,
loved to
no,
be
you're
a
not a
background singer.
you're not a background
Oh,
singer, honey. You are not a background
I
singer.
get what you're saying, but you're not a background singer, sis.
Not at all.
I get what you're saying. I mean, I honestly think the rebirth of what the style that you're going to right now is a rebirth. I mean, the biggest thing about working with artists around here in Nashville is back in '08, the money was gone. It wasn't no money nowhere. People was hustling out their trunks, doing anything for a concert. Now, and it didn't have this seed that you got done grown into a full blown plant was there, but it didn't get a chance to grow. So I mean, I think its time has come, and it's going to blossom. It's going to be a beautiful
And
thing.
you've made your own genre, okay? And no longer can they compare you or say she's like, all right? Because I really hate the fact that they ever even did it, all right? Because you do not sound like Anita Baker. She don't sound like Anita Baker. She doesn't, because there's certain
I said
intonations.
it's the flavor. It's the flavor.
Oh, no,
it's the flavor.
I'm not knocking what
that
you
type.
said, Marcel. I'm not knocking what you said, but I'm just saying for me personally, because the way that she brings it out is different. You know what I'm saying? Because Michonne has octaves. Okay, if you ever listen to all of her music, she goes low, and then she gets up.
I've heard.
And it's effortlessly. And Michonne, I mean, a lot of people can't do. There are no true singers out here. Too many more true singers out now. They're trying to come back. You got her, who's phenomenal. Okay,
yeah,
she's a great singer. Okay, but when people do those comparisons, Michonne, and I know you're going to be nice and say, okay, it's just an honor to be. But I mean, really, when they do the comparisons, can you really see it? I mean, can you feel what they're saying?
I can. Yeah,
No.
I can kind of see what they mean when they say, you're in that space of R&B, where it used to be in terms of, just the soul music and the soulfulness. And I think the comparisons, line more with what they're trying to talk about in terms of just the R&B feel. Because R&B back in the day is different than how we look at R&B today, in my opinion. It's just different, R&B back in the day, it was soulful, it was powerful, it said something that made you feel good. And it's not to suggest that it doesn't do that now, but it's just different. It's just different,
So, Michonne, let me ask you a question. Do you think, you talk about back in the day, an R&B artist from back in the day, do you remember a lot of those artists came from the church?
Yes.
And you think that has the feeling part, the reason why you hit that nerve when they start to sing?
Yeah, for sure. You can definitely tell, to me, you can definitely tell those who grew up in the church, who grew up singing in the church, because there's just a different way. There's just a different way that they sing, that they do. Fantasia, for example, you could you could tell that this sister came from the church because she lets it out,
She
and
go flat on you in
sometimes
the heartbeat, boy.
she
Screaming and flattening it out.
but she expresses from her heart,
Yeah.
and you can tell those who really came from
Aretha.
that background. Aretha Franklin,
Yeah.
I mean,
Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson,
Yeah, you know
yeah,
they came from a
yeah,
church.
yeah, yeah. You definitely can tell. So
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah, but you have a really, and they call it sultry. Okay, a sultry sound, and that's when the words go like this, y'all. It's like this.
It's very
It's like
smooth.
Windsor. I may have did it wrong. Okay, all that, but it's
That was chopped
when
Popping like back in the day, you could tell that, right?
it comes out, man. It comes out so smooth, and again, your music has meaning. I think that a lot of people, especially here, which leads to my question, they sleep on that. They sleep on that type of music. You made a success overseas first before people here started recognizing that. Does that bother you? That I mean, I know it's great that you did, but does that bother you that home couldn't see the greatness?
No, not at all, honestly. Because I've heard many stories and I've talked to many people who have started abroad. That's where they embraced R&B over there. I mean,
Yep.
they embraced it
For real.
for real.
Yeah.
The first time I went over there was probably, maybe I can count on one hand, maybe two, that looked like me at a sold out show at Cadogan Hall in London.
Wow.
That and I was on stage on tour performing with Lindsay Webster, who was in the jazz realm, and it was unbelievable to me at the end of my set, to see people standing up. It didn't look like me, and nobody, they
Cool,
they
ain't it?
vibed, they just vibed.
Yep.
And from then on, it's been a love affair of mine with the UK, because they were the first to just acknowledge, what I was doing, and repeating the lyrics back to me. The audience repeating what I'm saying, so that means that they're listening. Not only to the beat, but they're listening to what I'm saying. To get emails from them, it still blows my mind. I've been over there. I've been blessed to be over there 6 times, going back at the end of this year. So yeah, they were the first, but it doesn't upset me. It doesn't bother me. I'm just thankful that at least now, coming back to the U.S. and in fact, our focus started last year on the U.S. on exposing more of what I do in the U.S. So it's coming around, but it's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Absolutely. As long as the love is felt, as long as the love is shown, it's a good thing. But a lot of people do have issues with the fact that you can't get the love here. You got to go somewhere else to get the love.
Yeah. I mean, it with anybody, you would want home to appreciate what you do first. And sometimes I think people have to go away. In fact, they talk about the UK artists getting exposure over here first before abroad.
There.
So it's reversed, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
So
because
it
Ray
maybe
came
just
over here from the UK. Ray, Raye. It's a female artist that came over here from the UK that they talking about getting the R&B over here, and she was on Saturday Night Live a couple of weeks ago. So I mean, she got big exposure when she came from there to here, but she got seasoned there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Miss Shawn, if you can change one thing in the music industry, what would it be?
If I could change, you know what? I'm not even gonna.
You see, we ignored him, right?
Yeah. I think it would be, as you mature the music industry, people sometimes want to keep your sound relevant to younger generation, to even, and it's foolish to me. It's foolish to to me, for folks that are of a certain age should be singing about the same things as their teenage children.
Yeah.
But the music industry caters to that market a great deal. And I would love to see the music industry to recognize that there is an open market for the mature, who want to hear mature lyrics, mature sounds, and to put muscle behind that, just as they do, just other areas and other genres.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, cool.
We are talking, man, with and I didn't mention this earlier, award-winning, award-winning. I don't want to say
put that label on it. Put it on it.
Every label I can find that's a great label that exemplifies Miss Michonne Young. All right, she's from Gary, like all of us. She's from Gary.
Gary, Indiana, my home. I cannot wait to come back this week. I cannot wait to come back. Yeah,
this week.
Yeah, this week.
Now,
this week. I'll be back Friday.
Yeah, let's tell everybody about what you're getting ready to do.
Friday. I have a new project being released on Friday. It's called Love Is My Lane. Let me see if I can put it in here just a little bit. Love Is My Lane at the front of the cover. And I will be having my CD release celebration in my hometown at the Loft on 752 Broadway, starting at 7. Showtime is promptly at 8:30. But I wanted to promptly at 8:30, and I don't play around when it comes to people's
don't
time.
play around.
I respect that. And at 8:30, we're going on. Whoever is there will get the show. If you come at 9:30, though, you're gonna miss the show because we starting on time.
Hey, so we unplugging stuff off us. We got to go now.
But yeah, I'm so excited, Greg, to come home. It's so crazy when folks ask me, well, why didn't you have it in Maryville, or why didn't you have it in Griffith? And I said, I wasn't born in Griffith. I wasn't born in Maryville. I was born in Gary, and that's home. And so that's where I'm going. That's where music started for me. And I am proud of Gary, regardless of what folks want to say. I know what we are. I know where I came from. I know the good stock, the good people that were there, that are still there. And I wanna bring back that to my hometown, the love that I received. And I'm looking forward to it. And that's what we're gonna do. And that's my goal on Friday, is to make my hometown feel special. So I'm gonna do we're gonna do everything we can to make that happen.
But you do that anyway. You make the hometown feel special just from doing what you're doing. Just from going out there and pursuing your dream, making sure that leg of your journey is still contains. It's still evident. We see it. Your hometown sees it, and they love you for it, most definitely. But you kind of ruined what I was gonna do.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry.
It's cool because I have some pictures that I wanted to show when you were like 3-4 years old. I got them.
No, you don't. You better not.
No, I don't have those. But
you see how he kept that face so straight, like I got that right here. You watch.
I was waiting. I'm like, let's see.
I never knew my sister like
you. Almost got played. You almost got called the N-word real quick, loud, and on live TV.
But what I did do while she was talking about her new joint, I was gonna play this.
That arrow help me find the right fill, find the right heart for me. Oh, let me tell you, there's a one denying the electricity. He is that lover. He is that lover. He is that lover. Loves me hard, loves me strong like no other. He is that lover. He is that lover. He is that lover. Don't think I could get what he gets from another. Yeah, the words he spoke to my soul, to my heart, made me don't let it get you down. Oh.
All right.
Man, that's all we can get right.
They get ready to step hard.
Giving away little
They're
pieces
gonna
of
step
that.
hard to that one, Michonne. They're gonna step hard to that last one. Don't let it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. And I wasn't even going to come out with an album this year. Honestly, I was going to take a break for a year or two, but my husband wanted to get back. I don't know if you know about this, Greg. So you and I talked about it, but my husband suffered a heart attack in July of last year. And we almost lost him. He was 96% blockage.
Wow.
And my husband said, I need to get back to the music. It's going to be my therapy. So this album was written in 2 months and through cardiac rehab, back and forth, he and I. He was actually in Mississippi when he had the heart attack, so he had to stay there the entire time through his rehab, and I was flying back and forth. And this one was a labor of love. Love is my lane. Was a labor of love because it was therapy for him that helped him get through, that helped us get through. Yeah. So it's even more special because of the meaning behind doing it together in such a way that helped him and helped us both get through such a trying time. So yeah, this one is pretty special for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty special.
Tell that. You tell it's special. Gotta love all in it, sis.
Y'all ain't heard all of it yet, though. You only heard a bit of three.
You didn't share, Greg. You were supposed to share with everybody.
He doesn't share. He doesn't
Negro. Share.
You're supposed to share the album. I sent him the album to send to all of you, and he didn't. So,
Mr. Greg.
We have gotten absolutely nothing.
Wow.
Man.
Really?
I got a cold.
How long ago did you send that?
Wow. Well, I just sent it to him this morning, but he was supposed to get it to everybody.
Man, I could have been playing the whole thing on the way back from my trip today.
I thought you cared, Greg.
I do. That's why I kept it to myself.
Negro.
No, Gina, me and you like we rehearsed this.
I care about me.
Telling the truth.
Come on now. But when you do, I'll send it to you guys. But when you do hear it, okay, everybody out there, when you hear it, this is probably some of Michonne's best work. But I do love Something About You. I love that.
I thank you for saying that. Because I had no idea that people would respond the way they did in the UK to it. It's already charted before it's been released. That's God all day, but that's another story altogether. But they too feel as though there's something different about this one, and the DJs have said they feel this is probably some of the best work that I've done. So. Wow, that's interesting that you would say that too, Greg.
You put your foot in this one. I mean, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, okay?
Yes.
You put your foot in this one, man, for real. And when y'all hear, like I said, that last one, that's gonna be the Steppers anthem. I'm telling you. When you do that one, watch the reaction when people get up and start stepping. When you do that one, we gotta come. I mean, how many tickets you got left for us, man? Put my name at the door.
I had tickets for your whole staff, and I told Greg that a long time ago.
Michelle, why you be telling on me, man? Yep. Damn.
Nah.
I said, Greg, can you just let me know so that I can make sure that I put everybody's name on the list, because I have a table for you and your crew, and no response. So I'm just telling you all, no response. No response.
Great.
What?
Wow.
You see how he treat us?
Okay, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all.
I feel
like
some kind of way.
And Kmart doing the blue light special. Just no respect.
I know you're busy though, brother. I know. Listen, yes. I'm just joking.
Michonne, don't make excuses for him, please.
No.
Other sister, Gina, I've been going through some things. The past few weeks, it's been. I've lost some people myself.
I think she said a long time ago.
Okay,
Night,
that's what I heard, Gina. I could have sworn I heard that.
He said it. Okay, look, I'm gonna come clean. She said it when she was supposed to be on the show last time. Okay, unfortunately, she wasn't on there, so I didn't want to bring it up then. Okay, I didn't want to. I wanted her to come on and say what she said. All right. So they're not there. Marcella, whatever your damn name is. Okay, look.
You getting the stank eye, Negro. You getting the stank eye.
Take us to the CEO moment real quick.
What you say, Darnell? Wait a minute. Whatever your name is.
Just disrespect.
You gonna get it.
He's real ignorant. Yeah, at times. Yeah.
Getting the stank eye.
Marcella.
In the middle of a show.
And we'll come right back to Miss Michonne Young.
All right. At this time, we will take a quick break.
A quick
with
one.
The CEO of Life, Miss Gary.
You ready? Let's go.
Once you have gone through prioritizing your buckets, then you're going to get into planning your day. So we're going to look at our day now in a 24-hour day. How many hours you sleep, how long is your commute, and what you're going to do on your commute. So when you're planning, if your commute is 2 hours a day, we're no longer listening to the radio. We're listening to self-help books, audio books, things that are propelling us forward. Like any activity that you want to do that is going to help you grow towards the goals that you are writing down. Because that's why you listen to the channel. The only way you listen to the channel if you are about being successful as the CEO of your life.
Ready, Greg?
Quick, short and sweet. Everybody, we're talking with Miss Michonne Young, and probably be the last time because she keep diming me out on everything.
Oh, it is not gonna be the last time.
Keep diming me out, but no, sis, the new project is going to be debuted in your hometown. I'm quite sure it's going to be packed. Marcy, Gina, Maurice, you in Tennessee right now. I'm coming home so I can make sure I be there.
Damn.
And just feel the love, okay? But how great is that going to be for you, Michonne?
Oh, I get emotional thinking about it because the first time I had my first CD release was 2017. And we had a sold out crowd then. And it was just amazing. But this time, after all, I was just starting, then. So there was no chart, there was no nothing. There was just me saying, I believe I'm going to do this, and let's see what happens. But now, so much has happened, and the only regret I have is that my dad, who was my first fan, and the one who really was instrumental in me writing as a youngster, if he were just here, because he loved the city of Gary. He worked for Gary Housing Authority for years, and he loved me singing. And never would have thought that I would have done something professional, after college, musically. So if he was there, it would just be that much more special. But I know he'll be there in spirit. But to have all of my family and friends, and we've got lots of friends and that are flying in. So I'm excited. I am beyond excited, and I know there's going to be some tears. It's going to be emotional. It's just going to be I think a really, really love-filled event. It's not just about me. It's about the city of Gary, and I'm going to speak to that on Friday. So I'm looking forward to it. I think you want to be there. You really want to be there. We're going to all cry together.
Yeah, on there. I'm already.
Jerry going to make the trip?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely going to be there. He'll be up in the DJ booth, making sure that everything is the way it's supposed to go. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
That's my guy, Jerry, man. Her husband, Jerry, is a fantastic guy, man. He's definitely hands-on,
and he just makes sure that everything goes correct. He's there. So it's gonna be good to see Jerry. It's definitely gonna be good to see my sister.
I can't believe you're gonna be there. I thought you were still gonna be away. So
I'm
to
gonna
know that you may be able to come,
be
I'll
there.
take that. I'll take
I'm
that.
gonna be there at the loft with my gun. No, I'm not gonna have my gun. I'm gonna be
You know what?
I'm joking. I'm joking. I love that spot.
You better.
Beautiful.
And I ain't joking. I'm just kidding.
No,
Oh Lord.
Stop it, y'all.
look, I wish we could get you and another person that I would love to see you perform with again, TL Williams.
My brother-in-law.
Yes,
That
sir.
is my brother-in-law. That is my husband's brother. And yeah, TL. In fact, we were talking about just last year. Both of us were involved in so many other things, but we were talking about just last year of doing something in the upcoming year, 2025. So who knows? You might get something maybe even over the summer. Who knows?
Who knows? And TL, for everybody who doesn't know TL, getting more money than you, and he's fantastic. He plays the trumpet, and he does a lot of different things. He's very eclectic, I'll call it.
Yeah.
Real good brother. But Michon, you're needed out here. Your type of music is needed out here. Amongst all of this mess that's out here, we need that calm. We need that calm. So continue to drink your lemon juice. All right. Continue to make sure them vocals are good. Right?
Gotcha.
Gotta make sure that we keep that going. All right. If there was anything you could tell these people out here, man, about your career, about how you kept it going, about even through obstacles, what would it be?
Faith. Faith and determination, and blocking out distractors, and distractions. When you're trying to do something that you're passionate about, and that people don't really believe in as you do, you got to block that out, because it will stop you. It will become quicksand. So my method, my approach is blinders on. I do what's in my heart. I keep the faith. I keep walking. I work hard, and it'll happen. But what won't happen is you being successful based on what you think other people feel you should do or be.
There you go.
And you just have to do and believe. And it just sounds so cliche-ish to say believe and have faith, but it really is that. It's not simple, and it's not easy, but it's a must. With whatever you believe, whatever gift God has given you, you have to believe in it more than the people do, and you have to have the faith. And it is a faith walk every day still, but enjoy the journey. The one thing that I try to do more so now is enjoy the journey. It is work, but when you're doing something that you love and something that you've created and no one can take away from you,
That's right.
that's the joy in it. That's the joy in it. So I find more and more each year to enjoy the journey and not just look at it as just something that's hard to do, but something that I love to do. And hopefully that love is cascading out there through the music.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Moby.
Oh, sis, I'm in love. I'm in love with the music. I just hate one thing. That is a 500-mile trip for me.
It's nothing. You did it a couple of weeks ago.
And we stayed all night too. We stayed in the hotel. Me and my wife stayed in the hotel. But that was a whole nother thing. But golly, I wish we can go back to the house and check you out.
Somebody's gonna film something.
And you're in Nashville? Yeah, you said Nashville?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay. My bonus daughter attends Vanderbilt there. And then, in fact, we'll be down there within a few weeks to go and see her a little bit. So, yeah.
Oh, she graduating from Vandy?
No, she's a junior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's a junior.
So you coming down here to check her out? You ain't coming down here doing music?
No, we coming down there to do the parent stuff, But
He
next
just
time,
want,
maybe music next time.
he just wants you to keep working. He talked about the Distinguished Authors Guild earlier, trying to get you out there.
You trying to get you on that?
Ain't nothing wrong with a plug. Plug it. Because I got faith in
I
that
appreciate
plug.
that.
If you don't ask, you never know. So I'm asking.
What you got, Marcy?
Go for your dreams. Take that first step. If you stumble, keep going. Be consistent, and be you.
Gina?
I really appreciate the fact, Michon, that you have not switched lanes based on peer pressure. You know, a lot of times the type of music you make, people kind of stray away from it. Want to hear the jerking and all of that, but you continue to put out that R&B type music that just soothes the soul. And I appreciate you continuing to stay in that because we don't even hear a lot of that lately.
Well, thank you.
She is not Anita Baker. She is not Phyllis Simon. She is Michon Young, and she will be in the hometown Gary, Indiana this weekend, guys. All right, and she is going to do a fantastic performance. I'm already calling it performance of the year for citizens of Gary. I'm already calling it. Ain't nobody else coming to town that's going to do what she's getting ready to do now.
No pressure, hon, Greg. No pressure.
I'm gonna be right up front. I'm gonna be like sexual chocolate.
Oh Lord, we got to go to a different table.
Oh,
Jerry gonna slap the hell out of me, but I'm gonna be like, sexual. You're good. All right, Marcy said one more thing. What?
Just really quick, Michon, thank you for inviting us, and thank you for your music.
They ain't going.
And hopefully, Greg will give it to us.
They ain't going. I'm gonna be there. They not going.
No, get the music up, homie.
They already.
We won't even get the ticket.
Home slice.
She's gonna have.
Gina, we be sitting out the door looking like, what is Greg?
Can you just make a table?
Well, listen, I will make sure that your names are at the door. So whether Greg comes or not, your names will be at the door. And I understand how things happen, and you just now finding out. So I understand if you can't make it, but if you can, there will definitely be a table there for you.
Michon, they ain't gonna make it. Don't waste your ink. I'm sorry. I'll be there. I'm definitely. Look, because I missed the last one. I didn't miss the first when you had the first album release, but I missed the last time you were here. And I'm going to make sure I'm clearing everything. Y'all hear me? I'm clearing everything because she will tell y'all Greg didn't show up. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go live and tell them. I'm gonna go live and tell them. So yeah.
Please invite me. I'll go live with you.
Look, Gina, all of us.
It's like that. Okay, but Michon, thank you for hanging out with us. All right. We love you. We definitely love you. Tomorrow
I appreciate
on the show.
You so much.
Oh, you don't gotta appreciate me. I'm gonna do this anyway, okay? Period. If you break a toenail and want to come, okay, we're gonna clear some time so you can talk about that broken toenail, all right? I got you.
That's in the music, man.
It's a filmmaker. He's won numerous awards, independent filmmaker. His name is Keith Lakeem Powell. He's gonna be here tomorrow, talk about his journey. And we'll learn a lot. All right. Thank you again, Michon, for coming through. Y'all go.
Thank you, guys.
If you're around in Chicago, come through Gary. Stop by the Loft. You got to get there on time. Get there at 8:30. No, before 8:30.
ABCP time, folks. Got to be on time.
The doors open at 7 p.m.
Get there white folk time.
7:01, you're late.
Right.
Get there like the white folks get there, okay? Because they're like, well, we don't
half hour.
We got that 6:01.
Get in.
And I'm doing a little tribute to my high school. My opening number is to my high school. I know you can't relate to that being Roosevelt.
Oh,
Greg, I understand.
No.
I understand.
Baby, we're sorry.
I'm sorry.
We're sorry, Michon.
Everybody here on West Side time.
I know. I just had to throw that in there
for her, but I'm not coming to that part of the song. If she opens up like, I'm not gonna be there.
You walk up in there with a big old West Side Pride shirt on top.
But I also am giving out shouts out to Lou Wallace, West Side Word Horseman, and I say we're all family. We are one. So that's how I'm positioning.
That's right. That's right.
We are GI.
I say again, I'm not going to be there for that part. All right, but no, my ex-wife came from Roosevelt. Okay, so I can't hate. I cannot hate. Again, Michon, you know, I could stay as long as we want, but we, you know, we're obligated to time. We got 1 minute, 30 seconds. No, actually, it's 8 o'clock straight up now. So get out of here, man. Again, Lofty Deek Friday. Get there. Michon Young is there. She's going to be debuting her new project, her new album. Y'all got to hear it, okay? And get up and step on that. What's the name of the song? Don't Look Back. Is it?
Don't let it go to your head.
And before I go, let me show y'all that this woman can act a little bit too. Check this out.
Hey. Listen, I am going to fly out tomorrow. I need to lay eyes on some people and just make sure they're good. So since I'm in town, I figured I'd also have you round up the family and meet me at the 50-yard line for a little party. Can you make that happen?
Oh, absolutely. Send me your
Listen, you know
All right. I'll see you soon, brother. Love you.
I had to do it.
You know what? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna still get you. Love you guys.
All right,
you as well.
This is Dope Living TV, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right.
you.
Tell Joe. Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yes.
I gotta find it first, y'all.
You know what?
Bye-bye.
How many ways can we say bye?
Adios.
All right, let's do it for. I'm gonna redo this, okay? That's the show, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.
Peace.